I'm a fighter, making noise in the streets. Haymakers like a fire, throwing hooks to a beat. I got my finger on my pulse, it's steady. I was built for the speed. Automatic shift gears, I'm ready. Headstrong, I believe. When I close my eyes and count to 10, all I feel is the adrenaline. And when the pain begins to set, all I hear is long live the champion. Long live the champion. Long live the champion.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's match here, sponsored by Thomas College. Tonight is going to be Thomas College versus Hagerstown Community College. I'm really looking forward to tonight's match here, as we're going to be going to start here on the control center here in the King of the Hill style map. It's going to be a best of 5 series here tonight, with the first point being best of 3. You're going to have Hagerstown Community College on Team Blue with Thomas College on Team Red. It's the Hawks versus the Terriers as we're going to be going on into this. Now, taking a look at this lineup here, you're going to be seeing a selection of dive versus brawl. What does each one mean? Well, dive focuses on diving into a target like you would into a pool, while brawl focuses on playing close quarters and trying to hit hard and fast. Without further ado, let's see how they each go. Going to be taking a look here from the side of the diving team here. Looking around at Spirit, who's going to be playing back with the side of HCC. The Hawks here really not trying to go in for a fight until they're truly sure of their push. That's going to be one doozy of a fall there, but lives to tell the tale for now. Mimu is not going to have such luck, unfortunately, as we're going to be seeing them push on in. Reaper's doing quite well here, all things considered, as we're seeing them take first capture of the point. Now that Thomas College has the initial capture here, we are going to be seeing some swaps off of the dive immediately over to a brawl matchup. It's going to be really whoever can get more pressure done out through the DPS here. Wall tanks help to make some space. You see No Nutty here on the flank, but really gets punished for overextending as far as they do. Seems that the volume's a bit loud here, so slight adjustment for your ears. Sorry, folks. Nonetheless, as we're going to be seeing here, it seems that the Hawks right now are caught out in the open. They can't really make enough space, as though we're seeing Mr. Mayonnaise start to push on in. The Coalescence has now been activated here as Aquilian's able to get 1, 2, and they're looking for some more. A little bit of a visual glitch there, but the Coalescence still shows. Bastion's going to have to really try to escape here, just makes it in time. Despite the initial damage that we were expected to see here. Connor's only 50% on the artillery strike, and they're going to have to try to make some changes here as the point's at 60% now. We're going to have to see a rotation coming around here from Thomas College, getting ready to move into this. It's all going to be about alts pushing on in, with Aquilian trying to live through the Annihilation and Beat Drop. And with that met with the Kitsune Rush there, it's just going to be a complete cluster of a mess there. Aquilian just running away, but not going to be able to live to tell the tale. Does seem that we're going to be having the point turnover here to Hagerstown. Finally be able to get it, but only after it reaches 90% here. So Hagerstown Community College here cannot really make a mistake here. The Hawks have to be smart about this engagement. Great nade coming on out there, but not finding any eliminations here. We're going to have to be looking for these ults from the DPS here, much less the tank, who may be trying to stay alive. There's a lot of chaos going around here on point. We are going to be seeing that Thomas College is leading the charge with the Death Blossom in tow. Mr. Mayonnaise tries his best to get on in there, but it's not going to be the case there as the point turns once again. The only one around that can truly make a difference here are going to be the DPS. We are going to be seeing Overclock put into effect, but there's 5 seconds left on this point. Can they get anyone to touch here? No, sirree. Not able to make it in time there. Wrecking Ball just misses their touch.
Score 0-1.
Thomas College is going to be taking the lead here on control, but they have to get this next one here on the Garden in order to secure the map. We are going to be seeing no swaps initially here. We will have Pranksters going over to the Sim for an initiate teleport out of spawn while the swap back to Dive takes place. Now they are going to be opting for their own Sim themselves, probably trying to move as fast as possible if they're not also going to be playing the point. I stand corrected. We could potentially just see Sim on point with a Rhine Brawl here. Going to be seeing something big coming out from the booth there. It gets 2. That's going to be a huge engagement there for Thomas College. Being able to stop 2 players there. and find a third. This is one for the books here, folks, as HCC is forced off the point. Immediate capture going to Thomas. I saw the gears turning there, and you could tell Jay Gibby wanted that boop, and he made sure he had that rollout down right. So now they have the space, but they have to be very mindful of their distance being played here. It goes for another teleport here. Ryan's going to help start pushing on through here, but they have to watch out for this Lucio still lurking around in the back line here. Lucio just barely able to get out alive, but they do get a trade here on No Nutting and are pushing their way in onto the tank. That's going to be another big boop there. That's the sim off the map. Ryan trying to go in for a charge, but not going to be able to find any hits going out at all. Lucio v. Lucio here, and the one goes to Valkyrie. Things are looking well for the side of the Terriers here. Well, it's going to be the Hawks that have to try to change up strategy. They're not going to be working any more TPs here, trying to make their space. They have to try to build up their ults. They have both support ults coming up online, but it's not quite enough. Oh no, Jay Gibby trying to come around the side again, but gets punished for it immediately. Thankfully for the side of Thomas College, they're able to push in with pressure there from the front line in order to eliminate all opposition. Gotta watch out, Reaper's in a world of hurt here, trying to run away. Connor's going to have to make these shots here. And just getting pushed up on, can't escape in time, as we're going to be seeing Thomas College here continuing to have control at this point at 70% in counting. For the side of the Terriers here, it's going to be a big ult investment here. Could be last fight territory potentially. Not seeing many ults to work with here, but we're going to have to see an immediate one coming out of this coalescence potentially. Going to be moving on in here with the last 10 seconds of the potential match. Death Blossom, B-Drop, and Visor all activated here. They are running their way on in. There's 4 seconds remaining. Someone's got to be getting there onto the point. The Murder makes it in time, but Annihilation has been activated. Now going to be running its way back on over to the point here. They're looking to clean up shop as it's just Moira left behind. And with that, Thomas College takes map number 1. A very strong start coming out here from the side of the Terriers. No doubt we are going to see Jay Gibby get this play here. Watch how this roll out. Being able to follow up on that teleport and wrapping around the side to make sure they can take care of anyone else as well. Great play here by Jay Gibby. We're going to be hitting a quick break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
not another story. This is not another drill. I refuse to be another number now. Never staying down. This is something real. I'm a name that you'll remember. I am more than just a thrill. I am gonna be the greatest ever now. Watch out, I'm a force that you will feel. And it goes something like, I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I do it for the glory. I'll be more than just a fable. I'll be written in the stars. I will never be too afraid to bleed, giving all of me even when it's hard. Oh, I started as an ember who was made for kerosene, and now I'm raging like a fire, burning up through everything I see. And it goes something like, I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. 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 When all is left is dust, they'll remember. Oh, they'll remember us. I do it for the. I do it for the glory. 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 I'm a fighter, baby. Yeah, I'm a fighter, baby. A fire starter, fire starter. Yeah, yeah, I'm a fighter. I take the punch, still standing. You ain't knocked me down yet. Come at me, you can't handle it. Give me blood and sweat, sweat, sweat. I got no regrets, regrets. Let's push you to the limit. Go on, place your bets, 'cause I'm a fighter. 1, 2, 3. I move like a butterfly, still like a bee. Fighter, step to my ring. Show me what you made of, make me believe. I knock out birds, I bring you down, leave you stunned on the ground. So don't test me, I'm feeling on fire, baby. I'm a fighter, fighter. I'm a fighter, baby. Round after round, still in it. I'm never throwing in the towel. Only way out is winning. So give me blood and sweat, sweat, sweat. I got no regrets, regrets. Let's push you to the limit. Go on, place your bets, 'cause I'm a fighter. 1, 2, 3. I move like a butterfly, still like a bee. Fighter, step to my ring. Show me what you made of, make me believe. I knock out birds, I bring you down, leave you stunned on the ground. So don't test me, I'm feeling on fire, baby. I'm a fighter, fighter. I'm a fighter, baby. Baby, I'm a fighter.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Hopefully my mic sounds a little bit better. I know I was very loud earlier. I tried turning this down quite a bit. If it's too quiet, let me know. I'll turn it right back up again. Nonetheless, here we are headed on over to the Shambali Monastery. Or I should say Shambali in general, as this is going to be an escort style map. For those of you that are new to the escort style, let me give you a rundown. Attackers are going to be making their way through with the cart as it goes around the bends here. Their objective is to get to checkpoints here. There are 3 checkpoints in total. There is the first. The second will be met here around the entrance to the monastery. And last but not least, the third one will be at its final destination. With that being said here, the defenders are going to be tasked with trying to make sure they cannot get that far. Their job is to stop the attackers from getting it pretty much any distance possible. So that way, when side swap, they're going to be on the attacks. Looking at this setup here, we're looking at a very similar composition to one another, but one is going to be poked, the other is going to be brawlish. Let's see which one's going to come out on top. It's going to be defending first this time, Thomas College on Team Blue, while on Team Red, it's Hagerstown's Community College. Taking a look here from the side of Mr. Mayonnaise. He's making his way up with the cart pushing here, not really getting oppressed. He's making great distance here for the side of HCC, but now they're going to have to deal with this front line here. Coming around the side, taking a lot of damage. Aquarian has to be very careful, especially since they have to deal with an enemy Zenyatta. Zenyatta, although just recently taking a bit of a nerf to his health pool, is still extremely strong. So you have to be very mindful of the Discord as it hits. Discord's going to be placing there onto the tank, but not really getting focused. Instead, take a look at Azukita, who's just playing off on the flank here, not really getting pressured out by No Nutting, who instead is taken down by Prankster. Now moving on in from the high ground here, Connor's looking pretty injured, but just barely is able to get out alive with the assistance of Mimu and Spirik. Going to be looking for that lob. Hits beautifully there onto the soldier, but not going to be finding any eliminations anytime soon. We're going to be building up to a lot of ults going into this fight. Mewmew's the one that you have to keep an eye on here for this initiation. Has the window ready to work with, but if they're not careful, they will get caught off very easily. Taking a look at this high ground here. Going to be meeting Pranksters, who has the visor, but gets shut down. Just able to get out alive with the immortality. Does not hit the rock onto the Moira, who's ulting with the coalescence here, but the pressure is being applied. You're going to have to really look out for this Reaper here on the flank, trying to make his way on in, but can't get there in time whatsoever. Window's been activated as the beat drops here. Now it's going to go on in with the Annihilation as it fluxes on through. Flux going to be landing here as Aquarian still alive through it all. They're able to win that fight there and push back the attackers, making sure they cannot get to the cart. That's going to be reset just enough in time for the defenders to get back into position here. So now you're seeing yourself with about 1:40 here as attackers, and you ask, what do you do here in this position? Well, you're going to have to really work No Nuttings all here. This overclock's going to have to be very crucial on hitting its shots. Railgun's fully charged, and Spirit able to find the first healer there. If they can take down Valkyrie, that's going to be even better. Just looking for the follow-up pick there, but not able to get anyone. They do push him back as Thomas College is going to be playing it safe here. Taking a look again, we do have this visor ready and available, but Azu has to be very careful. Now going to be making their way on in with the assistance of Ramatra. Has to really commit to this push, as Tactical Visor has been activated onto the flank, but does not able to find the value that they were looking for. They're able to get rid of that immortality, but they are going to have to find something else going forward here. Take a look at Connor here. Connor with the artillery barrage would be a perfect time to initiate this before you have to face a bunch of ults in your face. That's going to be overclocked. They were able to find the first, but it's get traded back by a double pick there. That provides way too much damage for them to deal with. Connors takes on down. Aquarian's going to be going in for the hunt with Jacoby following it on up. Moira trying to get the pick as well, and does find it. 30 seconds remain now, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a Death Blossom, but it's going to be met here by Gravitational Flux, Artillery Strike, Transcendence, and Amplification Matrix. It's going to be a whole list of Qs here that they're going to have to engage with. 10 seconds remaining now. Someone's going to have to get on the point here. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to get anything here. 3 seconds left, and you do see Mr. Mayonnaise get on just in time here. Artillery barrage going to be coming on in, but it's coming in fast and hard with everyone's else being activated here. Not going to be able to find a pick except for a hero onto either side. It's going to be Connor making the fall here as they're going to try to get this card as far as possible. Has to be ready and watching out for the flanks here, especially from the side of the soldier who's playing in the window there. Just waiting to find the ball up there onto the soldier. Able to get him in the corner. Last one alive is going to be Sig, who gets pushed off the cart. Round 1's complete, and the sides will now swap here. You saw where the cart was there. That's not very far for a push. It's going to have to be a paramount defense setup here from the side of HCC if they hope to win this map. We'll have to see what this push is going to be here, but I'm suspecting it's going to be the same lineup from both sides if they're going to stay consistent. You have a real big challenge here if you're rooting for the Hawks. I would say that your best case scenario is probably going to be playing close quarters here with a Brawl and May. If they commit to that, they may have a chance to hold off Thomas College. But that's not going to be the case here directly. We will have Mr. Mayonnaise on the Orisa, which is an unusual pick for this point. Sure, you have a great amount of pressure, but from there, you're really trying to focus down targets, especially if they're getting discorded for easier kills, or just in general focus fire from, say, your Reaper or your
Don't sneak up on me like that.
or your soldier here.
Just a reminder that you'll never see me coming.
So he says. Reaper is a bit on the sneaky side, but has been countered a number of times. For those of you that are fans of Overwatch, you've seen it in the cinematics. Nonetheless here, let's see how this engagement goes. Coming out with an immediate javelin to find. Not going to be finding what they're looking for here. Prankster running around, but what's this? No one's paying attention to this flank here. They're about to get pushed on extremely hard here. Look at this engagement right now. Pushing on in there. Koyan does not care about the front line. Their focus is that back line. He does get taken down for it, but the damage has already been dealt. You lose your Zenyatta, and that's gotta hurt. Connor's doing a great job here trying to stay alive, but the cart is still moving. Prankster got it all the way around the corner there without anyone to stop him. That is not what you want to have happen, especially after winning that fight. You have to cut your losses there, I suppose, but you gotta start making some pressure here on point. You can't just let them continue to push the cart as they do. It's completely for free. Gonna be making their rotation here now. They have to play around this corner here. If this card gets to that yellow box, it's Thomas College win again. The heat is on, and they're moving on in. Gonna be finding that immortality, but an immediate punish for Korean's aggressiveness. Pranksters does get a trade back there against the Reaper, so it's 1-for-1 here. Now it's a game about attrition here. Whoever's able to outlast the other will win this here. A lot of damage coming out from the Reaper here, but Moore's going to be pushing on in through the window, no less. Not afraid of being punished here, and will get taken down for it. You're going to have to see Thomas College back up and regroup here. They don't need to invest any ults into this fight right now. Instead, bringing out as many of the Hawks ults as possible is going to be the name of the game here. You want to be sure that you can go in with a clean fight. Speaking of clean fights here, we're going to have the Visor ready and available as well as Beat Drop. They're going to be making their way through on the flank here. Trying to go into the rear here. Might be engaging with Beat Drop no less. Comes around the side with the Death Blossom as well as Zoo. Not able to find anyone as Aquarian is taken down. Now Connor here with the Tactical Visor, able to find the first, looking for the second, just able to get it. Now running around for the third here. Not able to find that, but it's taken down nonetheless. 1:30 left on the clock. The Ains are very precise here. You invested one ult into that. That would be the Death Blossom from a Zukita. But from the side of the Hawks here, No Nutting is the only one with an ult available. Aquarian looking pretty injured there, but not going to be falling anytime soon. No Nutting has to stay alive for this engagement in order to be successful. They need to get rid of Jay Gibby, especially given that they're going to have that beat drop engaging into this fight here. Coming around the side, he's going to be working his way onto the flank here. They get the first elimination there with the tactical visor as well. Reaper's in the backline now and activates the ult. Can it find anyone? It does find the Moira. It's only him versus the world here. Reaper trying his best, but the annihilation is too much to live through. Wrecking Ball trying desperately to get back, but is not quick enough. Map number 2 goes to Thomas College. Ladies and gentlemen, the play of the game, none other than the Alkalite of Medusa themselves, Valkyrie. This coalescence here not only kept the team alive, but helped them push through the toughest of times. Really doing a great work there on the heels. We're going to head over to a break once again. Be sure to enjoy the music, and if you don't mind, leave a follow. We always love to have you viewers come on back. See you in a short bit.
Chilling with cash and cars, but somewhere lost my past. It's hard now at the combo gym, getting back my art. With the fury inside, you can't match my spark. So, you're going for a shot in your chest. I got the instinct to do it in this battle with death. This is my time to rise, you can't ride on my steps. I'm gonna win, and it don't matter who challenge me next. So I can power through you with no risk, leaving your soul twisted up in my close fist. Take notice, I'm saying it's the coldest, baddest erratic fighter you can face on the foes list. The knockout king to all my opponents. I'm taking every moment to win, baby, I own it. Yeah, I stop the zoning with flurries and combinations, saying you a hate makers. My skills are way great. I'm back to. Let the truth be told. I feel on fire when my passion flows. I'm back to. Let the truth be told. I feel on fire when my passion flows. I'm back for my glory, yeah. These guys talk big, but I'm more prepared. On my redemption road, I rip my foes when I trip and flip modes. You can't slip my blows. I'm on the comeback. It took out all the enhancements. And with the glow, I'm the champ that the fans need. Hard, rugged, star-studded and mighty, and leaving you all bloody and making your face ugly. Jab, hook, uppercut. Put my blow when it impacts up your gut. You wanna try to beat the champ? You ain't tough enough. I think you move through your best, and I counter punch. Man, I fake for precision, ain't hitting for your brain. Cause I train with the wisdom, gain vision through the pain. I will bang through the system, stay vicious in the game, and I'm back forever. You can't stop my reign. I'm back to. Let the truth be told. I feel on fire when my passion flows. I'm back to. Let the truth be told. I feel on fire when my passion flows. Put 'em up, show me what you got. I wanna see how you rock. If you're great or not.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. We are here on Servasa. This is Flashpoint here. For those of you that saw the first map, which was Control, also known as King of the Hill, think of this as the exact same thing, except instead of having to rotate from map to map, you are instead staying on one enormous map, and there's 5 separate points all around. So the goal here is to get 100% on 3 out of these 5 points. These points are going to capture twice as fast compared to the normal modes, and teams are going to have to rotate around and adjust to each point accordingly. Both sides are going to be ready on up here. We're going to see Brawl versus Brawl, the Zen versus the Rush. Let's see who Deathball and Poke is going to come out on. We are going to be seeing that Tom's College staying Team Blue while the Hawks are Team Red. Tom's College is going to be able to make the touch 2 point first here, getting on. Going to be unlocking here in just a matter of 10 seconds. But get ready for this engagement here. Javelin goes on in, but does not hit its mark initially. And they're going to be looking for some value here with Reaper pushing on in, but almost getting taken down themselves. Then also in a world of hurt here. They have to really work a Discord, but they're not able to get it around the corner. Things are not looking too hot here for the side of the Hawks. They're going to have to be forced back yet again here. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get out in time. Truly unfortunate there as Connor is picked off on the runaway there. I don't think the Hawks should be trying to engage just the way they are, especially given that it's Death Ball versus a Poke Brawl. You want Poke to be able to get some distance, especially if you're running long distance characters like Zen, Baptiste, Soldier, and Orisa. So for the team here, as you're going to be seeing coming around, they're going to be making their way up these stairs here in order to get ready for this engagement, but they're very slow. The window has been activated immediately. Zen gets taken on down, and Bap, trying his best to survive here, is getting hunted on down as well. That's going to be spelling danger for the side of the Hawks, as this point is going to go over to Thomas College. First point going to the Terriers. Now that's been captured here, the question is, which point is next? Going to be hunting down this Orisa here, but the focus is to make their way on over to the Palace. So let's head on over before them. Palace is going to be located here in the Golden Building with the fountain as its centerpiece. Best place about this Palace here is that control of the high ground is going to be paramount. Even with a brawl team such as this having control on the low ground, it means nothing if they get pressured out from the high ground. So Prankster's going to be starting their way on up there in order to try to hold it down. But let's see if the Hawks are going to be wise to this rotation here and address it immediately. Seems that they're making their way on over, as the point will start over in Thomas College's control. But now they also have to be a bit wise here as they're starting to get run in on. Zen trying to stay alive, but not really having the chance to do so. Gets eliminated through the Coalescence. That's going to be the slowness going on down as Orisa going for the ult. They're able to take out the tank. They're trying to play to live. The beat drop has been hit as Azu has been able to find the first, the second, the third, and more. Practically a complete team kill there. Clean wiped against the Hawks, who are now going to have to regroup themselves. They have a couple ults going into this next fight, but they are going to have to communicate promptly about these engagements here. Much less suggesting swaps if they can't get this next push, because if they don't get it here, it will go over to the Terriers once again. Going to be seeing an initial push up here, looking for Korean to get aggressive immediately after the backline. Transcendence has been operated here as No Nunning's going in with the death bots. I'm able to find that first and looking for the second thanks to Azu following. Tactical Advisor has been activated here. They're going to have to get on point. They're able to get one on just in time. That's going to be the Orisa there. Morris staying alive and getting pushed on. The point turns over to the side of the Hawks, but only at 99%. So they're in for a world of hurt here. They have the cards stacked against them. And you're going to have to see something like fantastical coming out from the side of the Hawks here in order to hold down this fort. Taking a look here from the engagement of Pranksters, who's going to be the one to discover the Reaper. Just misses that Helix rocket there. The damage is great for the engagement here, but now on the flank, Javelin just misses its target. Orisa's in a world of hurt, trying to stay alive here as the device has been activated. Now going to be running its way on in, activated against the window there. Zui able to find a double, and they're looking to just apply the pressure there more. No Nutting staying alive, but only till the last man drops. This one's going over to Thomas. Now that they have taken two, they need only one more in order to secure the series. Making their way on over to the garden here, right next door to the Palace. Things would have been closer for the side of the Hawks if they were able to push up and regroup in time. Unfortunately, in this scenario, they were not. So now they're going to be running their way on over. We do see the swap over the Cassidy here. That nade does hinder opponents, so they cannot use abilities for a mere couple of seconds. But those seconds can be critical in these team fights. I believe we do see a bit of a fat finger there, or just to stay alive. Who can say? You do get armor from using that ult. And now going to be looking to apply some pressure. Coalescence has been activated, and they're trying to stay alive. Orisa working their magic the best they can, but there's too much pressure being put on into them. They can't take it to live. A complete team kill there against the Hawks. They have to swap up their composition here. I would say best case scenario might be going into something that spams better. Maybe a Bastion, maybe a Hanzo, something that really helps apply the damage here for the side of the Hawks. Because Thomas College is not slowing down. Almost having a complete kill there against someone, but it's going to be immediately held up. Javelin hits, no one here going on in, and we're possibly going to be looking at an end fight here. There has to be some sort of change going on to this engagement here. At least they encounter the definition of insanity! Annihilation is in, and it's looking good! That is a complete apocalypse against the Hawks! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Thomas College wins the series! Good effort there from the Hawks coming on out here to play. But in the end, it's all going to Thomas. Jay Gibby here with this play of the game. Lucky boop off, but Lifesaver and Ult Canceller, he does it all. That's going to be it here tonight for us. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Gonna throw down, give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time.